Whether or not you believe the ridiculous Earth plane theory, please watch this video carefully because it will probably change your perception of the world. Back in 1956, Samuel Shenton, a member of the Royal Astronomical Society, founded an organization called the Earth Plane Society, and he came up with an alarmist idea. He believed that the idea that the Earth was a sphere was a lie that deceived the whole world, that it's actually a large disk centered on the North Pole, with the sun and the moon rotating directly above the disk. Where the sun shines, it's day, the rest is night. That's what we see as day and night. The boundary of the disk is entirely made up of a tall wall of Antarctic ice. And because the sea is surrounded by this wall of ice, the Earth is not exposed, and gravity doesn't exist. The reason for the free fall, it's because the Earth is rising like an elevator. At first, not many people cared about this seemingly absurd theory. It wasn't until the association came up with some strange phenomena that couldn't be explained by normal thinking that more and more people thought that the shape of the Earth might not be as simple as they thought. First of all, whether we look around at any high altitude, even using high-altitude balloons and unmanned aircraft, when we take photos at altitudes higher than 1 kilometer above sea level, the horizon is always completely flat. But strangely enough, it's only in photos released by NASA or other space agencies that the ground shows a certain curvature. They think the government is trying to hide something by faking the photos. If the Earth were round, pilots would have to tilt down every time they flew in a straight line, or else they'd fly off the planet. But in fact, pilots don't have to do that. What's even stranger is that in the Italian port of Genoa, 21 meters above the sea, you can see the island of Capraia, 164 kilometers away. According to the Earth's curvature, the island would be 1,708 meters below sea level. It's impossible to see. And when we look up at the moon, why are some clouds in front of the moon and others behind it? If the moon is 380,000 kilometers away from the Earth, then this phenomenon is impossible. And finally, the United Nations has known for a long time that the Earth is flat, as evidenced by its symbols. And in 1959, all the countries signed the Antarctic Treaty, which forbids all airplanes to fly over Antarctica and forbids all people to enter Antarctica without permission. And this just proves that there are people who are trying to hide the secrets of Antarctica. They believe that the Antarctic ice wall is the end of the world, and if you go over it, you're going to enter another parallel world. This is why many people believe that the Earth may not be a sphere. According to the Horizon Theory Society, we're actually being controlled by a higher civilization. The Earth is like a fishbowl, and humans are the fish in it. When they realized that we had the ability to cross the Antarctic barrier by assigning certain so-called human beings to fabricate the Earth's spherical shape in order to prevent mankind from discovering the truth about the universe. And what's even more incredible is that millions of people have started to believe in the geodesic theory as of today. And the Horizon Society holds an international symposium on Horizon theory every year. The organization includes former NASA staff and celebrities from all walks of life, although the idea of the geodesic theory is full of holes in modern science. But you may not realize that most people thought the Earth was flat long before we entered modern physics. It was the reluctance of a small group of people to follow the majority view. It was the reluctance of a small group of people to follow the majority view that eventually led us to slowly unravel the mysteries of the universe. Although many of us now believe that the Earth is round, there is still a group of people like Don Quixote who are questioning the world's beliefs. And even though they're not very good at it, but have you ever thought that questioning itself is also the driving force for mankind to keep moving forward?